The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Charles, schedule time.
Yes, sir.
I guess it's always interesting. Really not a whole lot to talk about this year. I could ask you the strategy, but the strategy is clearly put in place last year. Everybody that's on the non-conference schedule was there last year with one exception, and that's Milligan, and they replace either Columbus State or Erskine, depending on how you want to look at it, because now it's a 20-game league schedule. So break down your mentality 2 years ago when you set this sucker up.
Well, I mean, obviously there's been quite a bit of change with our conference schedule in terms of number of games. We've as you and I've talked about, we've had since COVID. I think this is our third different sort of setup.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're gonna moving forward we can sort of stop the constant movement. But we made some decisions a year ago to handpick some really difficult, challenging non-conference opponents, and that we think that would benefit us as we prepare for conference play. And so we've got sort of year two of a lot of two-year contracts that we've got to fulfill this year, and we're excited to do it.
Starts off with the old familiars. Gosh, it feels like it's been an eternity that it's been this setup, but King, Lees McRae, get the year started. This time it's UVA Wise's turn to host. I guess you know what you're getting opening weekend.
Yeah. Well, this is the fourth year of a 4-year contract, and just to go ahead and let you know, we've already re-signed to that for another 4-year deal. So this will continue on for a grand total of 12 years when it all shakes out. But we open up with Lees and King at UVA Wise, so it'll be a neutral court situation. But that's been a really competitive thing for everybody involved, and we feel like it'll be as competitive again this year. A lot of new faces on all the teams.
The non-conference schedule, Lander is a team that is in the running for an NCAA tournament berth. Belmont Abbey has made some runs here of late. You get the Crusaders here at Holt. You go on the road to Lander. Two critical in-region games between those two.
Yeah, they're going to be really difficult. I think Lander is poised to be a contender for the NCAA tournament, and for knowing Omar what title I have, I'm happy to see that he's going into year 4 now. I think that they've got their footing and are playing well, and it'll be a great test for us, obviously. And then Belmont Abbey, I mean, I thought they had a great showing last year, beat us in Charlotte. We get the second game here, and I thought, being a first-year program, I thought they really represented themselves well. We've got a lot of guys returning. They're very capable, and I think they'll be a problem in Conference Carolina. So both Lander and Belmont Abbey are going to be really challenging opponents for us in that first semester.
Always nice to renew some old TVAC and VSAC rivalries. Tennessee Wesleyan is back on the schedule, and I guess we can brand it the Pope Bowl. Yeah. The two Pope brothers, the two Pope twins, the ADs of the two respective institutions. You get the Milligan Buffs for the first time in several years. You're an old history guy. I get the sense that these types of matchups of your youth, mean quite a bit to you now that you're the head coach of this program.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know our guys aren't familiar with the old days, but those are the kind of games that I would come here and watch 40 years ago. Those games with Tennessee Wesleyan and Lincoln and Tusculum and Milligan when everybody was an AI member. So to have them in here, and then obviously to add the extra juice with this being, as you said, the Pope Bowl, which I'm going to use that now. I was wondering what I'd call it, the Battle of the Popes, but I like Pope Bowl much better. Yeah, that'll be an extra little neat part of that. So we're excited to have those old rivalries renewed once again.
South Atlantic Conference play, always weird to me that it gets started before finals in the first semester, but that is, again, the nature of the beast. The league, just a two-bid league last year between Catawba and LMU to the NCAA tournament, but it feels like there's been multiple years running where there have been 3 to 4 teams right on that bubble, and they eat their young because of how talented this conference is. What sticks out to you about the SAC in 23-24?
I think the one thing that's always going to be the first thing to talk about is Lincoln Memorial. They've continued to grow and evolve under Jeremiah's leadership since Schertz left, and so I think they will be sitting right at the top of the heap as they have for the last decade plus. So nothing new there. And there are a lot of other challengers. Catawba's loaded after a great run last year for them, conference championship, and got everybody back, and then added some quality pieces. So I think it really sort of starts right there, and then beyond that, I think there's a lot of question marks, a lot of them. So the roster, there's been a lot of roster changes. There have been some head coaching changes, and I guess we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. But it's just maybe more so than it has been in the recent past. There just a lot of unknowns with personnel and style of play. So time will tell.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck this year.
Thanks, Cav.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.